Okay folks, here we are with another mayo-based salad. This time, tuna salad, one of my favorites, a classic. We're going to be going with 2 cans of tuna because we're making a large portion. I'm going to be going with 3 celery stalks. Again, depends how much celery you want. 1 big pickle. You can see how that lines up with our celery and with our tuna cans. It is quite large. 1 small onion. This half clove of garlic or 1 clove of garlic came out of the pickle jar, and we're going to include it. You don't have to. Got a little bit of celery here. Not a whole heck of a lot. You can see more or less. Again, I can't really tell you. This is probably maybe 1/4 cup of celery, probably less, a little bit less. We got our lemon juice, we got our mayo, mustard, pepper, salt. We got our bowl, we got a knife, and I'll probably be using another knife. All right, we're gonna begin by dumping our Victory brand tuna. Now, when you get tuna, always tuna in water. Water only, never ever in oil. Only water. Why not oil? Oil, first of all, you don't know what the heck kind of oil it is. Second of all, the oil is gonna make sure that the fishiness of a canned tuna is gonna remain there for as long as possible. You don't want it to be too fishy. You get yourself tuna in water. Trust me, I've been doing this for years. Dump it in. Doesn't matter if it's flaked. Doesn't matter if it is in chunks. It really doesn't matter. Whatever is cheap, whatever is in water. Try and scrape out whatever you can get. Second can. Whatever sticks there. Dig it out a little bit with your finger. Almost there. All right, next step. Okay, like we saw in our chicken salad, like we saw in our potato salad, we're gonna prepare our vegetable portion. Again, mayo-based salad, very similar in nature. We need that celery, we need that onion, we need that acid from the pickle and some sort of herb to kind of bring it all together in the mayo. We're going to start with our celery. These guys are quite short, so I'm going to use 3 stalks for 2 cans. Do whatever you feel is right. If your stalks are double the length, use 1. If you're using less tuna, use a little bit less. You know more or less how it works. I'm showing you 3 short stalks for 2 cans of tuna, and you make of it whatever you want. I want a very small dice, so I'm going to cut these relatively small stalks into some thin strips, about 1/4 inch thick, maybe 5/16 of an inch thick, maybe more, maybe less. See how you feel. And cut these down along the ribs, quite thin. Stack them all. We're going to do a bit of a dice here. We want to keep it quite small so that when it's part of our salad, it's not going to be a huge chunk of celery in your bite, but rather it's going to be that small little piece of celery that's going to complement the tuna. Same thing for everything else. It's going to be a very small chop. You can do this by hand. If you have a machine to do it, some sort of food processor that you feel comfortable using, do it. I wouldn't even know how to use a food processor because all I know is how to use a knife. Okay, we did a nice cut on these. took it nice and easy. We didn't go too fast, didn't go too slow. Here we are, look at that. We're looking at a good 3/4 cup worth. I would say 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup for 2 cans of tuna. And we're just gonna dump those in our bowl. We're gonna do the same thing with this onion. If you don't like this type of onion, use another kind of onion. Use a green onion. Use a purple onion. Use a sweet onion. You get the idea. You're gonna need a little bit of onion here because it just adds to that mouthfeel of the salad, the overall flavor. If you don't have this, well, why don't you try and let us know how it came out. But I've personally never made tuna salad without onion. Maybe it's great. I don't know. If you don't like onion, try it without and just let us know. Maybe just add a tiny little bit, just for symbolic purposes. But for us, we're going to be adding a whole onion. Blow on it if it's burning your eyes. And it's a small onion. This one is quite strong. I can tell you, because my eyes are watering as we speak. But it's fine. I blew away most of that onion vapor. So I'm all but immune to the offensive nature of onion. Okay, next, a big pickle. We're using a dill pickle here. Beautiful, what is it, Sunshine Farms? Sunshine Farms pickle. In my opinion, one of the best pickles out there. Maybe we'll do a review sometime soon. You know how to cut a pickle, right? You cut that guy there, lay it flat. Let's make some slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuts, give you 7 slices. This guy, you can put him here if you want, or let's just do that. Fan it out a little bit. Let's cut thin strips, matchsticks. What's matchstick? Matchsticks, allumette in French. In the classical cuisine, that's called allumette. Let's do a little bit faster because I'm talking too much. Allumette. Turn it 90 degrees once we're done. Cut it finely. I believe it will be called a brunoise. A brunoise for fine dice. Okay, let's give ourselves a fine dice here. If you want to call it a brunoise, call it a brunoise. Do whatever you want. I'm losing pickle here, folks. Pickle is escaping. Alright. Caught the escaped pickle. Now we're doing some cutting. We're not going to be super picky. This is not the World Championships. Fix any loose ends with our quote-unquote brunoise. Look how much pickle you got out of one pickle. That's a lot of pickle into your bowl. Make sure you get all that nice, delicious pickle. Alright, we got ourselves a little bit of parsley here. To this you can add some, what's the one that I'm looking for? Dill. A lot of people don't like dill, but a lot of people do like dill. So we are in a bit of a conundrum here. So we're just gonna go without dill. We're just gonna go with straight parsley. If you're a dill person, it's your time to shine. Throw in that dill. just dill it right up. Go crazy. Because dill works very well with tuna salad, and it works very well with that pickle and that onion. But we're just gonna go a little bit of parsley, because really parsley works with pretty much anything. Super healthy, super easy to get, it's always there. I'm gonna say it's a nice quarter cup of parsley. You know, some pieces maybe are a little bit bigger than the others, but for us, you know, it doesn't really matter too much. If you're super picky, make sure you mince that a little bit better than I did. This little piece of garlic that came out of the pickle jar, that pickle that we used was the last one, so we're just going to use this little piece of garlic. No harm in that. If you don't have that, don't use it. We're just going to throw it right in there. It's going to give us a nice pickled garlic flavor. If you have it, use it. Don't have it, don't use it. You want to use regular garlic, use a little clove. Don't go too crazy. You don't want it to overtake all of the other flavors. Give it a nice fine mince. Doesn't really matter too much. That's nice and fine. Okay, we're done with our tuna, we're done with our vegetable, we're done with our herb and our little piece of garlic that we found in the pickle jar. You don't have to use that one, as mentioned before. Let's go in with some lemon. Just a regular old tablespoon. 1, 2, nice 3 tablespoons like you have at home. Alright, we had our 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, which don't have to be super accurate. We're gonna go in with, we'll say, half tablespoon of mustard. Again, this can be 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons worth of mustard. We just went somewhere in the middle. Alright. Next is our mayo. Mayo. We're gonna go with probably a nice 3 heaping tablespoons. You can go more, you can go less. You can add any kind of oil that you like to substitute. But to achieve that level of creaminess and moisture, you're gonna need a fair bit of some type of oil. Alright, so we got our salt. In this case, we have 1 big pickle. So I'm gonna go with a nice half teaspoon to 3/4 teaspoon, depending on how salty you like it. Salt, and we're just gonna go with a little bit, maybe 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and we're just gonna give it a nice mix here. Once we're done mixing, we're gonna see whether or not we did a good job in terms of creaminess or how much more mayo you have to really add, which is really the situation. Now, if you see some similarities between this salad and our chicken salad or our potato salad, then yes, these are basically the same salad with different ingredients. But that being said, they are very dynamic salads in that you can add to this any herb that you feel is right. Let's say you want to add tarragon to your chicken salad, you want to add dill to this salad, you want to add something else to your potato salad. This is just the base. You want to change, instead of mayo, you want to add olive oil, you want to add avocado oil, you want to add whatever it is that you want to do. you're pretty much good to go. This is just the base. So that's why these salads are so similar, and it is by design. It's to give you a foundation to work with. You don't like this type of onion? Use a green onion. Use something else. Use shallots. Use green onion. Doesn't really matter. Do whatever you want, but you have something to work with. So here we are. We have plenty of delicious tuna salad for at least 4 servings here, and we are good to go.
So guys, our dinner is ready. We have here tuna salad, mixed greens, chayote with eggs, sauteed okra, and some vegetable chips. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly like, share, and subscribe.